Hi guys, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Winifred, and if you are new here, I create crochet content tutorials, so please subscribe if you are interested in this content. So today I will be using my central knitting machine to try this mesh top. This is my first try, so it's not really that neat, but I think I did well. So please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you. So for today's project, we'll be using acrylic yarn. So I'm using this acrylic yarn. Go ahead and use any acrylic yarn of your choice. And I will be working in the tube settings, but I won't be using the row counter here. So I'll be counting manually because I'll be going back and forth. I'm not going in the full circle. So insert your yarn into the first peg. So this is the first peg, and then cast on till you get to stitch 40. So I'm at stitch 40, and I'm going to pull my yarn into the tensioner, but my tensioner is broken, so I'm using my hand as a tensioner. And when you want your yarn to end at a particular number, make sure it's under this after the number. So my casting on is row 1, so for row 2 I'll be going back. So for row 3, you also make sure this is after this piece, the yarn, before you go back. So this is 3. So go ahead and crank till you have 24 rows in total. So I have 24 rows. I am going to be casting off, so I'm going to remove my yarn and attach another yarn. So place your yarn in there and then you cast on. So for casting off, I'm going to be doing it a little bit different. So I'm going to be casting off as if I am casting on to achieve my mesh look. So go ahead and then do your casting on method for casting off for this row. So for the last row, you have to make sure your yarn is inside so that it catches the yarn. So the last row, make sure your yarn is in here, and then make sure it's under this, and you crank so you're satisfied. So I'm done and I'm satisfied, so I'm going to remove my yarn and remove everything. So when you're done, you grab your hook. I'm going to be using a 5mm crochet hook. So you're going to go to where your extra ball of yarn is. This is going to pull through to see what I'm doing. This is the beginning. I'm going to insert my hook in here and pull through. Okay, no. Set your hook inside and pull through, and then make a single crochet in here. After you make a single crochet, chain up 3 loosely, and then into the next 2 white loops you make a single crochet, chain 3, and you make a single crochet into the 2 loops you see. And you do that till you get to the end of the row. So for this last piece, I'm not going to chain 1 to 3. I'm just going to single crochet, chain up 1, and cut off your yarn. And then I'm going to remove my orange yarn. Okay, so this is what I have. Then you pull to get your mesh. So this is what I have. So I'm going to single crochet at the top here too. You grab your yarn, and then you make a single crochet in here. So you chain up 3, and then you skip this loop. This is the long line loop, and then into this 2 loop you make a single crochet, chain up 3, just like the way we did for the other side. Skip this, and into the next 2 loops you make a single crochet and chain up 3, and you repeat. So go ahead and do that to the end. So when you're done, go ahead and make a second panel for this. So these are my 2 panels. After you have your 2 panels, you place them aside, and you're going to work on the sleeves. So for the sleeves, you're going to be making we're going to be casting on to 30 stitches. So I'm going to be casting on from 1 to 30. So after you have your 30, then you're going to crank for 70 rows. So go ahead and do that for 70 times, and then you cast off like the way you cast off for this, and you do that for 2 panels too. I'm back, and I have 70 rows in total, so I'm going to be casting off like how I did for the front and back panel. So for casting off, make sure your yarn is over here. This is where it starts, and then you move back, forward, back, forward, back, forward. For the last 2 stitches, make sure your yarn is in here. So I'm done joining one shoulder pad. This is how it looks like. I joined by sewing. So I place a stitch marker, I place against my body and place a stitch marker. So go ahead and place against your body and make sure your wrong sides are facing each other. So I counted the big loops 1, 2, 3, and in the fourth loop I marked here. So I'm going to show you how I join. So you can join with single crochet or with a thread, but I think I prefer sewing. So I'm going to grab my shoulder pad and remove the stitch marker. Insert my needle in here and into the right corner there. Weave a small tail so that you weave that in when you're sewing. Go ahead and sew till you get to your marked side. So after you join the shoulders, you place the top part down and join the sleeves like how you see I have demonstrated. You join with the stitch marker and after you sew it together. Remember you are sewing on the wrong side. After you are done, you close it up so you sew the sleeves to cover up the sleeves. So I'm done with this side of the shrug and then I'm going to do the sides. I realized I didn't show you how to join. So you're going to place remember you're working on the wrong side, so you place your yarn together like this in a flat way and you use your stitch marker to mark it out. So I'm going to mark the edge and the middle and I mark in between. So this is to help you sew well. So inside you can just put extra stitch markers in between. So go ahead and do that and then you sew it this way. Then after you fold it into two and come and sew it all the way down. So I'll not show you how to do it. This is how it looks like. Just sew it and then you have your top. So I'm done joining and after joining you had to try it on your top. So I tried it on and then this side is a little loose, so I have to tighten it up. So I'm going to sew this side and this side, that's under the armpit, just to tighten it up. So I'll do that and then I'll be done with my shrug. So this is it. Go ahead and do the same thing for the other side so that it fits you on the body. I'm done with my top. I know I said I wouldn't come back, but the ends are unraveling, so I'm going to go all around with a single crochet and then make sure I make sure it doesn't unravel because these sides are unraveling. So go ahead and make a double crochet or single crochet all the way around to secure the rest of the yarn from unraveling. And for the hands, you can decide to leave it like this or go around with a single crochet. I will go around with a single crochet so that these ones don't unravel completely.